Hey guys, today we're going to talk about functional fitness. How good is your functional fitness? Are you even thinking about functionally being fit in the things that you do in everyday life? I want you to consider that and consider, every Tuesday and Thursday we come into my gym. I teach you exercises to help you build muscle and to shape and sculpt that muscle. But how flexible are you? So I want you to concentrate on your flexibility. I'm going to show you a few exercises that you can do or a few stretches that you can do to help increase that flexibility. So as we're building those muscles, we keep them extremely flexible so they function. So guys, when it comes to stretching, there's more to stretching than just stretching. The first thing I normally do is I warm the muscle up first, because the muscle is more apt to stretch when it's warm. But when that muscle is cold, it's more apt to pop, similar to a rubber band. If you have a rubber band that's cold and you start pulling on it, it pops. But if you get it warm and heat it up a little bit, it's more apt to stretch. The muscles act the same way. So I go through personally several things. I'm going to show you what I do, and then I'm going to tell you some things that you can do, and then we'll go from there. Let's do it. First, I'll come over here and I'll do I'll start off by maybe 5 minutes on this cross trainer or the stair mill, but after that, I'll come over here and I'll do this inversion table. And after I do the inversion table, because in the past, I've had some serious lower back problems, guys. I used to do platform diving for the military. And you know, when you hit that water, boom, you don't hit the water and then slowly progress down or fastly progress through the water. If you hit the water wrong, you smack the water and you stop. And then once you stop, you slowly start to sink. Well, there are many times when I would hit the water wrong. And when I hit the water wrong, I paid for it. So it can create some lower back problems. Then I'll get on the massage table and loosen up the lower back. I'll go next door and I'll use this ab piece of equipment. And the reason why is when you develop a lower back problem, oftentimes it's not the lower back that caused it to happen. It's the lordosis, or it radiates from somewhere else. It could come from your hip flexors, your hamstrings, your, like I said, the lordosis that could be induced by exercise. You can actually acquire lordosis from exercise. You could be born with lordosis, or you could become overweight and obese and it creates lordosis. So after I do this piece of exercise equipment, I'll stretch my back on this piece of equipment. Man, this feels so good. Notice how my knees drop and my hips hook around the bottom, and that gives me a good stretch on my lower back, on my lats. Oh wow, my arms. I mean, that feels extremely good, guys. Oh, now if you don't have a piece of equipment like this, you can hang on something. Anything that you can hang on and just drop your knees and just let that lower back relax and stretch. We want to get the flexibility, especially in that lower back. Then we'll come back over here where we were, and we want to stretch those hamstrings. We call these hurdle stretches. The way we used to do it in high school running track, even when I ran for the military, we put our leg back like this. That goes against the knee joint. So it's better to either keep that leg straight or bring that leg in this direction. I normally keep it straight and away from the body. And I lean down towards the foot and I hold it for about 15 seconds. Go a little bit further, hold it for 15 seconds, go a little bit further, and finally just put my head on the knee and then rotate the other way. Down and hold 15 seconds, and you do it again, all the way down. And that really helps the hamstrings. When those hamstrings are flexible, that actually helps your lower back. It allows you to get in proper position whenever you're lifting, even when you're doing leg extensions. If your hamstrings are not flexible, it affects the way you do leg extensions, and it affects the knees. So you want to make sure you have that flexibility. Some other stretches we could do. You're on your knees. And if this is a hard stretch for you, oof, stretch those quads. You feel it there. Lift the hips. Lift higher. Again, higher. You want to hold it for 15 seconds. Then slowly let it down. Okay, you're in the standing position. Separate your feet. Reach down, touch the floor, hold it. A little bit further. Put your palms on the floor. All the way to the left. And all the way to the right. And see, I have fairly short arms, so that's a tremendous amount of flexibility to be able to touch the floor with your palms. Ooh. Up. Another stretch, take that left hand, put it behind your head, bring the elbow in close to your face, lift. Oh. Force the stretch on the tricep. Feels good. The other side. Good, that's a good stretch. Another stretch that I do, guys. Now this is a stretch that if you have lower back problems, you may want to be careful with this one. But once you get that back strong, it's really good to use this exercise to stretch those abs and also to contract the lower back. You're in this position, you come up, try to keep those hips on the ground, all the way up. Stretch those abdominals. Hold it for 15 seconds. Slowly recover from that. Okay. Next, we're going to stretch our chest. Start in this position, and you want to concentrate not on the arm going forward and turning, but you want to concentrate on the shoulder going back and rotating your upper body, and you're turning into it, not rolling your shoulder into it. This is bad for the shoulder joint, but keep the joint in the socket and rotate your chest, and this is going to increase the flexibility in your chest and that shoulder joint, so that you see a lot of people, their shoulders go back that far, from here to here, instead of from here to here to here. So you want to get a good stretch there and turn into it. Extend the arm, turn the body. You also feel the biceps stretching also. The other side, turn into it. Okay, now I'm going to stretch those rhomboids and those lats. So, you take your arm, reach across the body, grab the back of your tricep, and pull it, and turn into it, keeping that shoulder down, rather than this. Here, and then pull low, force those lats into it. Then the other side. Now, there are a lot of other stretches you can do, but for the sake of making this video super long, we'll save those other stretches for another time. God bless you. Ron Williams,